and welcome back to Bay City Geeks. I'm your co-host, Bobby Behart, and with me, as always,
Jason Elliott. What's going on, guys?
So, it's been kind of hectic around here, so we're really backlogged, so let's jump into it. Episode 28, 2 more till we hit our 30s, and we're a 30-something TV show. Yay. Alright, so we both saw Halloween. It is October. We both saw Halloween. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, the thing is, I was telling you last night, there's no fat on that movie. I
None.
mean, it moves at a very, very quick pace. Whereas the first one was kind of slow and methodical, because it set up Myers and everything.
But even this one was kind of slow and methodical.
But it just moved at a really good pace because the thing is, I mean, pretty much when they show him in the asylum, like the two documentary filmmakers, then all of a sudden, it's to Laurie. I mean, the thing is, they go to her house, see how
it sets up a lot.
Yeah, and then like all of a sudden he goes for, with the bus crash, which is kind of similar to the first one. Mm-hmm. And I believe like when he makes his first kill, the first on-screen kill we see, it's a throwback to I think Rob Zombie's first Halloween, where the ladies in the bathroom.
I never saw Rob Zombie's Halloween.
Yeah, I think it's that one, or it was one of the Halloweens, but it's a throwback to that one, where she's in the, bathroom stall, and all of a sudden he's, going after her.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I mean, hey, he doesn't like being exploited.
He does. Danny McBride and company did a really great job with the throwbacks, the Easter eggs.
Coming from two people who were mostly known for comedy, although David Gordon Green did start out in dramas.
True. They did a great job. Casting was great.
Yeah, I mean, Judy Greer, an underappreciated actress who's been in everything. She's always been the best friend.
One of my friends put it best. She's a great character actor.
Yeah, she is. I mean, but the thing is, she was even talking about this too, and there was an article I read, and she said that, she's always paid, to be the best friend, mm-hmm. or, the confidant, or, the wife or the girlfriend,
right.
And the thing is, and I remember seeing her in, Jawbreaker.
Yeah.
Which is like her coming out, the big break that she had, and then seeing her as the object of Nick Cage's affections and adaptation. And
never saw adaptation.
Yeah, you need to do yourself a favor. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, when is she going to get her due? So, I mean, but hey, I mean, she's very good here.
She's great in this.
Yeah, and Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, she
never lost it.
No, and the thing is, she becomes the predator herself. She's not scared of Michael, and it's kind of like what happens in, H2O a little bit, although she moves on with her life, but then, Michael comes back. It's like this one, she's preparing for him to come back, any minute now, and, it's caused, like rifts in her relationships with her daughter, with her granddaughter, so, it's good to see, how, this character has changed and everything, and, Jamie Lee Curtis sells it perfectly because she takes Michael head on.
Yeah, she does.
And, the thing is, there was one where he stabs her, throws her off, and then, you think she's dead, and then he goes to look back, and then she's not there anymore.
Throwback to the original.
Yeah, which is a reversal. Yeah,
it was perfect. I give like a B+. For horror films, I give it an A-.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, I liked it a lot. I mean, I really want to see it again. It's just, there were some things in the trailer that you saw, like Will Patton. Supposedly like Michael was coming up on him when he's investigating in the house.
Yeah,
and they didn't show that at all because he's killed by the scientist.
Spoiler.
Yeah, he's killed by the scientist, and he's like, yeah, he's state property. He's not to be harmed, and the guy's just like, hey man, let's kill this fucker.
The new Loomis. I like that line.
Yeah, but the thing is, Loomis never went crazy. Mm-hmm. Although, in The Curse of Michael Myers, Loomis was supposed to be a killer because the spirit. Much like Jamie in part 4, remember when she kills her guardian?
Yes.
Yeah, the spirit had come and infected her, and then they kind of, I guess did away with it in part 5. Then, like, Loomis was supposed to be in The Curse of Michael Myers, where it said that it was a spirit that inhabited Michael, that's why he was killing. I
like the fact that in this one, it wasn't a spirit, it wasn't he was...
It's just he is who he is.
He is evil, and they even said, like, he's a pure predator, and he's driven to kill Laurie.
Yeah, that's his reason for being.
And nothing will stop him, not even death itself.
Yeah.
Until she's dead. So,
and of course, nothing stopped him because, I mean, hey, you put a bunch of bullets in him.
Bullet, shot, hit. I mean, good God. So, that's our review. Go watch it.
Please do. It's probably the best horror, and once again, Halloween sets that precedence. I think that Halloween in my opinion, it's my favorite movie other than the 1978 Dawn of the Dead. So, and then once again, this movie here, 77.5 million it made.
Yeah.
So
horror-wise, it is the best, not one of the best. I put The Omen up there, The Exorcist.
Of course, Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah. There's, let me see.
Friday.
Trick or Treat, if you haven't seen that one.
I still haven't seen Trick or Treat.
But, yeah, and also, I think there is going to be a sequel because if you stay to the end of the credits, there's breathing.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. So there's breathing. So hopefully we do get a sequel.
You can't kill Michael Myers, so there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our review. Okay, jumping on to comic book films. Spider-Man Far From Home has had a lot of pictures released, and we have seen new Mysterio, and we have seen Spider-Man in a red and black suit, similar to the Alex Ross or the Superior Spider-Man suit. So,
or Miles Morales' suit.
There has been a little, to Miles Morales. So I didn't even think about that, but yeah. So it looks awesome, and I can't wait.
And he debuted on the Jimmy Kimmel Show, so.
Yes. Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. We were right on James Gunn, but wrong on the property. He is set to write and direct Suicide Squad 2.
Well, we knew it was going to be a DC property.
We knew it was going to be DC. We were going for Green Lantern, but Suicide Squad, when they released that it was Suicide Squad, I kind of went, that makes total sense.
But that's all right. When we get to comic books, a certain great writer is taking over Green Lantern. Yay.
Yay, Grant Morrison. Now, so Suicide Squad 2 will not be a sequel to the first one.
It's going to be a prequel, right?
It's going to be I think they're going to reboot it.
Huh.
Now, there have been two big rumors. A, that it's going to be a reboot and has nothing to do with the original, or that Amanda Waller hires Deadshot to kill the other members. Because, in her eyes, Deadshot's the only one that is reliable, not completely
and the
insane.
others are kind of wild cards.
Exactly. Yeah. So, take out the ones that are wild cards. So, James Gunn, I think, and then Dave Bautista did say that he would love to leave Guardians and jump onto Suicide Squad.
They would sue his ass in a heartbeat if he did that.
I mean, you could have a breach of contract. They could. Yeah, I don't know how Marvel. I don't know how he'd get out of it, but.
But they're supposed to be doing Guardians in 2021.
2021. So, but we could. I mean, he might not come back from the snap. So, if he wants out that badly, I'm sure Marvel could write him out that way, and then he becomes Bane, which he wants to be.
I would totally buy him as Bane.
Yes, he would be a great Bane.
And the thing is, it would be another pro wrestler playing Bane.
Yep.
You know, Jeep Swanson played him in the Batman and Robin movie, and yeah, and then of course Tom Hardy did some very good character work.
Yes.
As Bane, and then Batista I think he would make a very comics accurate Bane.
Yes.
I won't say he would be the best. Tom Hardy had the more cerebral edge to him, and I think Batista can pull that off. I think he can, but he would be more comics accurate. He's about 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah, 265. So
yeah, I think he'd definitely be comic. I want the mask.
And the thing is, I don't know if you knew this, but he does care. He's not entirely Caucasian. He's actually part Filipino. So I mean,
Yeah.
So he can kind of fill in on that. Bane is Mexican. So
yes, he. Oh, I thought it was South American.
South American, Mexican. I mean, I know he was a wrestler. He was a luchador, so the mask and everything. Yeah. But yeah, and it'd be Batista basically going back to WWE.
Pretty much. Let's see here. Aquaman. We got a 5-minute trailer, and we see the comic accurate suit at the end, and it looks amazing. The movie looks insane.
Now, the thing is, I hope it just gets rid of that stigma. Oh, he can only talk to fish. I'm like, no, this is a powerful dude, man.
Well, here's what kind of annoyed me, and Jeff Johns did it brilliantly when he did Aquaman in the New 52. No one gives Namor shit for wearing Speedos because he's always been kind of a badass in the comic books and kind of an asshole in the comic books.
Yeah.
Aquaman, Super Friends made him look really bad.
Yeah.
They're the same character. The dude had a launching harpoon for a fist, and he still couldn't get rid of the stigma.
Yeah, and the long hair and the beard and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, Grant Morrison tried, but it's still
it stuck with him. So,
yeah.
but I think Jason Momoa has finally gotten rid of the stigma. Let's see here. Star Wars news. Mark Hamill is in Episode 9, but he's not giving away anything, and good.
No, I mean he shouldn't. I mean
he shouldn't.
Look, it's like this: as the movie gets closer to release, I mean, I'm sure he's gonna give something away. So I mean, but now is not the time.
No,
I don't even know if it started filming yet.
They haven't.
Okay. Well.
Yeah. So it'll be what? It's supposed to be next year, right?
Yeah, next year. And 2019 is when. When does that movie come? I mean, 2014.
It's supposed to be 2019.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, I better you start filming now.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they probably are filming now, but we haven't really...
Seen anything?
Yeah.
Venom made $80 million its opening weekend, and when you make that much money opening weekend, you get a sequel. I still have not seen Venom. I saw a picture of Woody Harrelson as Carnage at the end with a horrible wig on him.
It was an okay movie. I mean, the thing is...
I'll wait for DVD.
Yeah, I mean, or I can, tell you where to get it off screen. But
we don't do that here.
Yeah. But it's like this. For me, Tom Hardy plays a good. He was good in it. He plays a good Venom. I just think the movie itself and the execution was off.
Gotcha.
I mean, the thing is, I don't necessarily think that this movie did need Spider-Man in it.
Right.
But I don't know, just something was kind of off with me. I give that movie like a C+.
Okay.
But other people might like it. I like the setup for it.
Okay.
And they do talk about his time in New York.
Yeah, and there was a brief connection to J. Jonah Jameson. I watched YouTube for this. So there is that. Because of the opening weekend, we will get...
Well, it actually won the second weekend, too.
Won
Won the first 2 weeks
Yeah.
of its release.
We are going to get the Carnage sequel, and then we will get a Morbius movie. That actually...
With Jared Leto.
With Jared Leto. Because of the success of Venom, they're going to go ahead with Morbius.
I think that's a good...
That's fair.
Yeah, and he would make a good vampire.
Yes, he would.
And
apparently the villain will be... kind of like every other Marvel villain will be like the exact opposite of Morbius. So it'll be Morbius, a bad Morbius versus Morbius, pretty much.
Yeah, and the thing is, but here's the thing. They have it's kind of like with Blade almost, where he's like this C-level character that you can kind of, play around with.
Yeah, exactly. So,
and I think it'll be good. I mean, and also they want to do a Kraven. Now, you can't do Kraven without Spider-Man.
No, and apparently they want to do Kraven based off The Last Hunt.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you can do that without Spider-Man.
Yeah, well, there's got to be some finagling going on there.
Unless they put Spider-Man in the movie.
Yeah, they have to be. It has to, because the thing is...
Who's he going to go hunt?
Spider-Man is... the person that
exactly. Avengers 4, real quick. We have some tidbits. There are leaked pictures from action figures of the Avengers in the Quantum Realm suits.
We got Rocket Raccoon and Thor.
Yeah. This will take place 5 years after Infinity War.
So not right after.
Not right after. It's going to take place 5 years after because. Apparently, someone got a hold of the trailer and leaked some info on it, and what you'll see is Tony, Steve, and Scott going back to the first Avengers, the incident,
Battle of New York,
New York, and it ends with Thanos looking at his gauntlet and one of the Infinity Stones disappearing. So they're going to use the time travel from the quantum realm to go back and take the gems. So, 6 stones, 6 Avengers. Steve Rogers. Chris Evans is done. He wrapped his filming.
No, he didn't. He actually did not, rule out that he could come back.
No, he hasn't. I mean, I'm sure if they write like a wonderful movie, but we'll see.
But for the time being, I think he wants to do, he wants to do, directing and everything. And, he did a movie here in Houston called Puncture.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like, he's like a drug-addicted lawyer and all. But, no.
I mean, he is Captain America, so...
Yeah. And I'm going to say this, Wilson Bethel, who we'll be talking about in Daredevil...
Yes.
Almost was.
I can't, you know what?
I can't.
I can't see him playing Cap.
Me
After
either.
watching him in Daredevil, which he's done a great job, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Well, actually, even just looking at him, I can't see it. I mean, the thing is in that hair, too. I mean...
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. Scarlett Johansson will get $15 million for the Black Widow movie.
Yes.
Which is awesome. And then you sent me this. It's gonna be a prequel. Yes, be like in the 90s. A study showed that we need more female superheroes, and I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, because it's got to break up the monotony of, it being a total sausage fest.
Exactly.
It's like a party. You don't want to go to, as a guy, you don't want to go to a party and see all guys or, mostly, guys. You want to see, an equal distribution of women, too.
Well, on a more psychological and sociological level, I think young boys need to see powerful women on the screen as well. We saw that with Wonder Woman. We saw that. We see that on TV with Supergirl. We saw that in Black Panther with Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Those women would whoop your ass, and then go eat lunch. Like, oh, okay, this is another day. And then we saw that with Avengers. We saw that with Guardians, with Gamora and Nebula. I think in the study shows that. On a social level, I think, and we do need that. Okay, so jumping off that, back into horror real quick with Pet Sematary trailer. I can't wait for this.
Yeah, and they have also talked about how they're going to handle, like, the sister, like the one who was, like, kind of, had the long hair, and the creepy sister who was, like, had, I guess, like, the leprosy or the skin disease or whatever.
In Pet Sematary?
Yeah, remember the...
No, I haven't seen Pet Sematary in forever.
Well, they talked about how they're going to handle it, and I didn't read the total article, but I think it's still going to be it's probably going to be a lady or a guy. I didn't really read all of it, but
right.
I'm eager to see.
I saw the trailer and it scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, the cat and everything, and
that's going to be so good. The Rock. So Netflix is opening up their own production company out in Santa Fe.
I thought it was Albuquerque.
Is it Albuquerque? It's probably Albuquerque. And one of their first movies will be The Rock. Dwayne The Rock Johnson as John Henry.
Not John Henry Irons, but John Henry.
John Henry. So that should be interesting. Doctor Strange 2, the sequel, is prepping for a 2019 film date. Or starting filming date. So that should be awesome.
Yeah, see, Robert Cardinal, I think, confirmed it.
Yeah. Warner Brothers, once again, doesn't know what they're doing. So apparently they're done with Henry Cavill and Ben Affleck again. Even though Cavill has said that he's prepping for the next Superman film, Affleck is getting in shape for Batman because he said he has one more Batman film in him.
Well, I'll tell you what, somebody better tell those guys.
You can stop training.
Yeah.
But I don't think Warner Brothers knows what they're doing.
I don't think so either. It's like you got people just leapfrogging each other. Oh, we're done. Oh, we're not done. I don't know. Then The Rock's wife, Danny Garcia, came in and said, "Oh, well, that's not true.
That's true. The cape is still in the closet. We're still going for this." It's like, you have a great Batman. You have a great Superman.
Don't fuck that up.
Don't fuck it up. Jesus. Now, John Carpenter wants to do a They Live sequel, and I think the climate is right for it.
No, it is. I really, really like the 1988, movie. And, Roddy Piper, before he died, I actually got to talk to him about a They Live TV show, and he said it was going to happen. And I remember hearing about this, in 98 also, that he was going to do a They Live TV show.
Yeah.
But it never happened, and Roddy Piper is no longer with us. R.I.P.
I'm here to
chew bubblegum and kick ass.
I'm all out of bubblegum.
Improvise, too. And,
was it really?
Yeah.
That's such a great line.
Yeah. And so, I thought that there was a They Live too, or earlier, way back when, but it's not. But yeah, it can't. The characters of Nada and and Frank are dead.
Yeah.
So it'd have to be somebody else,
of course,
who picks up the slack. Maybe even a kid, maybe even those two scared kids. From the.
That would work.
Yeah,
that would work. Okay, so that is movies. Jumping on to TV. I don't have DC's streaming service yet, so I haven't seen Titans, but I've heard it's really good.
Yeah, and hey.
I've seen clips. It looks awesome.
Yeah, they say it, it's really violent.
Yes.
I don't really think it needs to be. I understand you're trying to make it dark, but the Titans was never a violent property.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. However,
and they say the fuck Batman is totally taken out of context. It's kind of, you see why he says it and in the context, and it works better.
And it works
in a trailer, that's kind of off-putting.
And I think DC has had two missteps. Well,
probably editing too.
The editing, but with that trailer, and because they're trying to show oh look, we're edgy. You don't need to show that. And then the fact that they are releasing Titans on Netflix internationally.
Yeah.
So it's like, why? People are gonna just bootleg this. Why do that? But whatever. So as soon as one of us gets DC streaming, we'll give you our review. But until then, good.
Yeah, you guys can check it out.
Daredevil season 3. I am halfway through it. He is done with it. It is amazing.
Yes.
Damn.
I like the fight scenes. I mean, I like the introduction. I like the backstory that they give to Bullseye.
Yes.
And it makes him, because Bullseye's actually a mutant. I don't know if you guys knew that. He's actually a mutant.
Oh, that's right. They made it him a mutant at one point.
Well, yeah, I think they still have it to where he is a mutant. Or I guess he's basically a mutant who has perfect aim, much like Forge has perfect technological sense, and that's why he can build.
You know what? The reason I don't like that is because Bullseye for me was always like the bad version of Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye expert marksman.
Expert marksman.
Yeah, and I think they did say he was a mutant. Yeah,
they made him a mutant, and then I think they took away the mutant ability, and then just made him that he was a perfect marksman.
Yeah,
he was a psycho.
Yeah, so the thing is, I mean, they give him a really good backstory. I mean, he's had this power since he was a kid. Kills his baseball coach.
That's how it was in the comic books.
And yeah,
because he kills the batter.
Yeah,
he gets angry with him and he throws it right at his temple.
Yeah, and yeah, he just throws it right at him because he was a pitcher. I mean,
he had the bullseye. I love the bullseye on the hat.
Yeah, so I mean, in the end, I mean, they really make reference to him being Bullseye. But yeah, I mean, great choreography.
As always.
Great story. I mean, it's kind of like a back to basics. And when you have Kingpin...
Well, it's Born Again.
Yeah.
They did a great job adapting the Born Again series to Netflix. The white suit on Kingpin was just...
Yeah.
so good. Okay, was it me or did D'Onofrio look like bigger than season 1?
Yeah, he did. He did look a little bigger.
He looks like Kingpin.
Yeah, he does.
Like the first one, he looked like a slimmed down Kingpin. This one, it looks like he's like... put on 40 pounds of fat and muscle and just became the Kingpin.
Well, it's pretty much what Michael Clark Duncan did in the movie. And you know what? And like looking at D'Onofrio, you kind of wonder why they didn't choose him. Because I mean, he did gain weight before as Private Joker in Full Metal Jacket.
He did. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Michael Clark Duncan.
I liked him as Kingpin too. But it's like they were having so much trouble finding a white Kingpin that they went with.
True.
Michael Clark Duncan, and I'm just like, well, D'Onofrio.
Yeah, but you know what? I'd rather have D'Onofrio now than then.
Yeah, I mean, at least you get to peel back those layers.
True, because here's the thing: Michael Clark Duncan and Ben Affleck were not the problem with that Daredevil movie.
No.
No, what anyone says, and it was a good movie. It's still a fun movie.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like, what's his name? Mark Steven Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just, I don't know. It was kind of like Batman almost, like the 1989 Batman. A little bit, because the thing is
but not good.
Yeah.
now the R-rated version.
I heard it. Yeah, the director's cut.
The director's cut is much better. It's much better. Speaking of Netflix and Marvel, we lost Iron Fist and Luke Cage
within 1 week of
within 1 week, which is funny though because you sent me an article 2 weeks ago saying that Luke Cage season 3 was all but confirmed to be renewed, and then they get canceled. Now. I'm still finishing Iron Fist because Daredevil, the minute Daredevil came out, I dropped everything else and jumped onto Daredevil. And rightfully so. That being said, though, the fact that you canceled Iron Fist and Luke Cage, for me, signifies two things. One, Heroes for Hire. Because they did say, you sent me that link too, saying that Iron Fist would be showing up in other Marvel properties. So, Heroes for Hire, or they're going to wait until Marvel's streaming service comes out in 2 years and we get...
Well, no, actually next year.
Is it next year?
Mm-hmm, next
year. So they
might
be filming Heroes for Hire, and that might be their Titans that they run with.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's kind of weird because, the thing is, the people were watching the stuff. I mean, and also, maybe they didn't take the Iron Fist because it was poorly done, but Marvel had actually fixed the problems.
They fixed they fixed the problems, yeah, they really did. They fixed the problems. It was... So, jumping from Marvel's Netflix, which they don't know what's happening right now, because after next year, Marvel is pulling all their stuff from Netflix, except for Daredevil, I think.
Yeah.
To CW, where they have... CW is pretty much DC TV. I don't know why they're even doing a streaming service, because everything's on CW. So, they have announced the CW crossover is Elseworlds, which we talked about. Arrow and Flash switch. We have pictures of Stephen Amell in the Flash's costume and Grant Gustin in Green Arrow, which looks amazing. On top of that, we see Superman in his black costume.
And we see the Kent farm.
And we see the Kent farm with Lois Lane, and it looks, once again, just comic accurate. Which I'm really wondering what they're going to do. How Grant and Stephen Amell characters switch. That should be interesting. On top of that, we also got a Batwoman in her suit. Mm-hmm. And that looks absolutely...
And what was the controversy on that shit? I mean, some people were just running their mouths.
So, people were upset that she was cast because while she is a lesbian, she hasn't, come out as a lesbian.
Well, I mean...
And then they're like, well...
Well, she's kind of dropped hints and everything along the way. I mean...
And so on top of that, then people were like, well, you can't really cast a closeted, uncloseted lesbian as a lesbian character. And
well, people have been playing parts for years. I mean, whether they're gay or straight. So.
Exactly. It was stupid.
Once again, bitching, moaning, and complaining.
It's true. On top of that, we also got LaMonica Garrett will be cast as the Anti-Monitor. So that's what the Elseworlds will be about. That's really cool. And on top of that, because we have so much of this CW news, Superman might be getting his own TV show. Tyler Hoechlin might be getting his own show.
That would be great.
Which would be great because you can't have Superman without Lex Luthor, who is coming to Supergirl next season.
In a recurring role. And will he run for president?
So, I mean, they've done so much with CW. I haven't watched any of Arrow. I started The Flash. The girl who plays Nor Allen is perfect.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that the Flash writers have been preparing for this moment since season 1, it goes to show how good these writers are.
Yeah, and good to show how Greg Berlanti he knows the superheroes now. I'm not sure if he's a comic book fan per se, but he knows what makes these characters tick.
That's true.
And it's showing. I mean, thing is, I'm really liking this TV better than the films.
Oh, same here. Here.
And the thing is, I mean, to be honest, I mean, I haven't really, because my Wi-Fi was out.
Oh.
And so, I had to catch up. And plus, all this stuff, with the Spider-Man game. And boom, we got, Red Dead Redemption coming up pretty soon. Part 2 coming up pretty soon. Then we had, Daredevil, so.
It's tough. So.
But it's fun, though.
It's fun. So, we also got Black Lightning returned. And did you watch the season premiere of Black Lightning?
I didn't.
Damn.
I heard, but...
Here's the thing. Black Lightning is not afraid... You know what? And I say this with all love and affection. Black Lightning is not afraid to be black.
No, it shouldn't
be. At all.
No,
it shouldn't be. Because the first thing you see...
Luke Cage.
Exactly.
Luke Cage opened the door.
But the first thing you see is 2 white cops killing a black kid while being filmed. They dropped the N-bomb, which I didn't know you could do that on CW.
They're kind of...
They're pushing, and you know what?
A lot of networks are now.
They are, but now I kind of understand why Black Lightning is on its own universe, on its own Earth. I'm actually starting to dig that more, because you don't have to deal with no, this is a show that is not afraid to go. You know what? This is the problems that are happening.
Yeah, and it's reflecting real life.
Yeah, it is. We also got a trailer for Legends of Tomorrow, which, did you see it?
Yeah, I did.
That was fucking hilarious. It was, because, so if you didn't watch it last season, they killed the demon, I can't think of his name right now.
Oh, shit.
I know. But that released all the magic into the world, so unicorns are homicidal killers, and fairy godmothers are psychopaths, and the humor in this was so good.
There's always been a lot of humor, especially and that's the Guardian. That's basically the Guardians of the Galaxy for TV.
It's true.
It's DC's version of it.
Yes.
Which Suicide Squad was supposed to be, but
it was.
And and maybe it can reclaim that. With James Gunn, who damn
right.
fucking wrote the first 2
exactly
and turned them into household names.
With Gotham, we're getting Fat Penguin.
Yes.
Because Gotham will jump ahead 5 years, which I kind of called they would do that.
Yeah, you have to if they're going to introduce Batman.
Exactly. You'll see a Fat Penguin, and Shane West has been cast as Bane.
And they've been showing pictures of him in his costume. It's kind of like he's been kind of covered up but you kind of see what they're going for.
Yeah, and that's kind of like Nolan's.
Now, is he? I wonder if he's doing any kind of working out. I mean, I don't know.
I hope so. The showrunners did say the one person that we won't see bad guy wise is Condiment Man, so that's a shame. Speaking of Gotham, Cameron Monaghan is out at Shameless.
Yeah, and he's following Emmy Rossum, and if you watch Shameless, I mean, which I know you probably don't, I mean, because you got so much other stuff you're watching.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite Sunday night shows. I mean, I always watch. Yeah, so. It's on Netflix, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And go and watch it. I think the UK version's up there too.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, and James McAvoy is in that UK version.
No shit.
It's where he met his ex-wife now.
Oh.
But you know what, Cameron Monaghan, you know, hey, I mean, with the storyline that he's been in, you know, he goes to prison. So he's probably going to be there for like a year or two. And he said, I don't think he ruled out coming back. But he said for this point in time, his character's arc is kind of finished. And, you know, he's a good actor. I met him actually once. Very nice guy.
Yeah,
I mean,
seemed it.
Yeah, he's a very good guy. He was the only one that I met. Coming out of the Shameless panel.
Gotcha.
And yeah, and so I mean, hey, I wish him all the best. I mean, he's doing a good job, you know, in Gotham. I've watched his performances. Yeah. You know, as I guess is it really established now he's a Joker, or he's Joker-esque?
Joker-esque.
But he's killing it.
Joker is a what do they say? Like an idea.
Yeah. Okay.
But the thing is, when you look at the Jokers he's played, because they were twins, he was the post-52. And then now because they said there are 3 Jokers, and now he's the pre-52 Joker, like the 1980s, like
the one we grew up with.
Yeah, the one we grew up with, like that's more calculated, more So either way, he's doing an amazing job on Gotham.
Yeah, and you know, Emmy Rossum, I wish her all the best. I mean, she's carried that show. You know, been pretty much the whole rock of that show. So wonder how they'll move on. You know, without her next season.
Probably not, because we've seen that once like the main glue to the show leaves. The Office. Yeah, exactly. Dracula is coming to BBC from the guys that did Doctor Who, Russell T Davies and
Stephen Moffat.
Stephen Moffat. Let's be real here; it's gonna be amazing. They did Sherlock.
Yeah.
They brought Doctor Who back from the dead, pretty much. They brought Sherlock pretty much back from the dead. So they're gonna do Dracula.
Hey, I'm eager to see that.
Yeah, it's gonna be amazing. Alfred. Is that on Epix?
Yeah,
it's gonna be okay.
It's with the what do you call that? Get Shorty show.
They're gonna have they've cast Alfred and Thomas Wayne, and I think Lucius.
I'm not sure if they've cast Lucius, but they've cast like 2 of his military buddies or spy buddies. Yeah.
I haven't looked at who they cast, but I know that they cast them. So.
Yeah. So like the thing is, you know, these guys are like pretty much back up to Alfred. They're friends of his. Yes. And they're very close. So, you know, we'll get to see, you know, more of Alfred's backstory, because it's always been hinted he was, you know, part of like a secret service.
He was MI6.
MI6, you know, an agent and everything.
And they did that in Batman Year One, the graphic novel, where he trains Batman. And then in Gotham, he was MI6. So, I'm excited to see what they do with that. Grimm is getting a spinoff less than 3 years after it left the airs. I'm excited. I like Grimm.
It's going to have a female protagonist with it too, so.
I mean, I thought Grimm did, and you'll see, they said that you will see fan favorites from the original show, from the original show.
Maybe Silas Weir Mitchell comes back, maybe, you know.
Hopefully. I mean, I thought Grimm was a really fun and original show.
Yeah.
And I like the way that it ended. And so I'm excited to see how they move on from here. Nothing's been really said about what they're going to do, but I would like to see like them jump, like how the original ended with them jumping ahead like 15 years or 10 years, where like their children were like teenagers to like 20-year-olds following in their parents' footsteps. I want to see that. I want to see them kind of continue it like in the future though.
No.
So, or they could just do like what Buffy is going to do, and they're going to do a sequel. So, NYPD Blue is getting a sequel.
It's Andy Sipowitz's son.
Yeah.
He's going to investigate the murder of his father.
Really?
Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully, you know, and the thing is, Andy Sipowicz was a more he was an Archie Bunker.
Yes, he was.
And he was racist, but he had moments of heroism.
Well, you know what? It was because I remember in college I'd watch. So TNT had, was it nighttime drama in the daytime?
Yeah.
Yeah. So every time I'd come back from class, I'd watch NYPD Blue, and he was like Archie Bunker, but on the same note, he still was.
He upheld that moral code.
He had the moral code, and he learned. Like, he was a throwback detective, but he was learning, like, when it came to, like, minorities or women or LGBT rights. He was slowly learning. So, it'll be interesting to see how they play with that.
Yeah, and they tried an NYPD Blue version in the future. Like 2069 or something like that.
Did they really?
Yeah, it didn't go past the pilot stage.
Jesus.
Yeah, I wanted to see that too.
I have like a morbid curiosity about it, but
me too.
That's about it.
You'll probably find it on YouTube.
Oh, I'm sure. AMC is planning a Walking Dead universe, pretty much like a multi-generational.
It's made a lot of money for them.
It has. I haven't watched this season yet. I'm still a season and a half behind on Preacher, but
I have not watched. I gotta do that too. There's just so much good TV out there.
There really is. It's tough to watch. But Walking Dead, the ratings have been like plummeting each week.
Well, you know what? With Andy, you would think with Andy Lincoln, ready to go. I mean, people would, be watching to catch him, but they haven't really been doing that.
I mean, to see because they have had all the people that like. So I'm guessing. I don't know what's going to happen yet, but I'm pretty sure Andrew Lincoln's going to die. Because
they're talking about that him coming back too.
Are they really?
Yeah, they said like they're not ruling him out coming back. But I know he's the narrator now when on tonight's Walking Dead or on last week's Walking Dead.
Really?
Yeah,
because do you have John Bernthal shot some things? Oh God, Scott Wilson who passed recently as Herschel. He shot his scenes already. So it's like everyone who has died is coming back. So I don't know if he's going to hallucinate or what's going to happen. So,
but it's just sad that the pillar of the show is coming back is just not not gonna be there anymore.
And it's moving on to the Daryl show pretty much. So, well, I mean, yeah, we'll see. All right, so that is TV. Did I miss anything?
Not really.
No, I didn't miss anything. Cool. On to action figures, comics, and games. PlayStation Classic is available now for pre-order at Target. I still don't know what games are going to be on there.
They haven't really said, but they said that like the games that are going to be on there, they're not going to get any updates or anything like that. It's just going to be that those are the games.
Well, that's how the Nintendo ones are.
Yeah.
You got the games in there, unless you hack into it and like load other games on it, which you can go on YouTube about that. So real quick, you can cover not Walking Dead, Red Dead Redemption, Amazing Spider-Man. I have 100% completion on it. I am missing 3 suits, which suck because to get them is insanely impossible. But I have 100% completion.
I have about 5% because I haven't really been playing it very much.
And then this week drops Spider-Man's The City That Never Sleeps, and you'll get one October, November, and December. You'll get 3 different packs, and it's like 3 extra games for $25. The first one will be with Black Cat, and you have to chase her, and they said that there'll be a ton of Easter eggs.
And new enemies, too.
New enemies. So I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, it kicks up that replayability. I mean, this game is, oh boy.
I threw it back on like a week after not playing it, and it's still fun because you can still swing around and you can still find stuff. Like I found Lockjaw. I found that statue. They put the house in from the original Spider-Man that Harry and Norman lived in. They have that, and they have that as a cool little Easter egg. You can find all these, and you just swing around as. You still have to save people. There's plenty of playability in it.
Until the inevitable sequel.
Exactly. Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out this month. I don't think I'll be able to get it just yet. Probably have to wait for a month or so when it drops in price. But
or Black Friday when you want to go, elbow people to get that game.
Here's the thing. Depending on the Best Buy you go to, there's no fighting.
But see, the thing is, that's because they have orders. It's Walmart that's fucked up.
Yeah, I don't go to Walmart. Yeah, I don't go to Walmart. I don't feel like...
You know what? I learned my lesson in 2011. Do not take your ass to Walmart.
Did you?
They fucking... Well, we did. And here's the thing. I was picking up a friend of mine, and we should have gone to Fry's. We were on that one that's the 59 that goes to Sugarland.
Okay.
And so the thing is, there was a Fry's that was further down, too. We should have just gone over there because they had what I was looking for. And I eventually did get what I was looking for.
They're good.
There, you know.
Yeah.
And there were just people like, okay, well, Battlefield 3 had just come out.
Okay.
So then it was like, they didn't tell us where the video games were going to be. We went into the video game section. It was over in the produce section. Why they did that, I don't know. And so, like, the thing is, you had, like, these idiots just grabbing it. Hey, if you want one, it's $20. If you want one of these games, $20.
Seriously?
I'm like, yeah, and I'm just like, okay, dude, you can't sit up here and sell a game that you haven't even paid for yet.
Right.
And the thing is, and, like, the guy came over and was like, hey, man, you can't do that. And there was a limit, like, 3.
Well, yeah.
But, you know, hey, I won't be doing that this year. I'm
right.
going to buy my stuff online if I need it.
There you go. So Red Dead Redemption 2 is coming out. If you get it old school, it's going to be on 2 discs.
2 discs.
Which
just like a Final Fantasy game.
Pretty much. 60 hours of playability, which Spider-Man was 50.
Yeah, long campaign.
So it's going to be a long campaign. And at least, 50 gigs? Or is it going to be 100?
99 to 100 gigs.
99 to 100 gigs.
So whatever games you got on there, play them up.
And then say goodbye.
Yeah, because the thing is, you're going to need a lot of space for that game.
Which I really hate that.
Yeah, and then they have a Red Dead Online, too.
Do they really?
Yeah.
PlayStation 5, the rumor is it's going to be like the most powerful one yet. The problem is, the reason I'm kind of pissed with PlayStation is the fact that if you have a game that you're like, I don't know, 75% done with, you have to delete all those games, then like re-download it, and go through all that again. See, that's the thing. Like, I don't want to. I'm afraid to get Red Dead Redemption because Spider-Man is like 65 gigs.
Yeah, it is, and I had to get rid of some stuff. I had to, like games that I wasn't really playing anymore. I mean,
and I get that, but it's still like okay. Like I have Star Wars
Battlefront 2,
Battlefront 1 on there.
Okay.
That was a direct download. That once if I delete that, then it's gone.
Yeah.
It's just annoying. All right, so. I have nothing new in action figures, comic books. Batman's still amazing. Like pretty much all the there's no real big news in comic books right now.
Well, except the exception of Grant Morrison.
Taking over Green Lantern.
I'm excited about this.
That looks really good.
Now they canceled. No, I think Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, the Green Lantern Corps is almost over.
Yes,
it's almost over. So this is probably going to seek into.
It is.
His new run. I am so damn glad.
It looks
what he did with X-Men. Animal Man.
Well, I'll say this:
Batman, Justice League.
X-Men was like great, okay, good, great again, and then when he jumped off, it kind of like fluttered out there.
And then you had Joss Whedon coming on with Astonishing.
Well, Joss Whedon was after Chris Claremont drove it into the ground
again. Oh, no.
Again. No, I mean his. I tried reading his stuff and it was just boring, and then Ed Brubaker jumped on it and took it out into outer space, and I was so dismayed with Claremont's run that I just refused. And then when Whedon came on, they relaunched X-Men as Astonishing, and then like had the 3 tiers. So that'll be interesting to see what they do with that.
He's got a lot of characters to play with too.
Yes, he does. Nick Spencer is taking over for Archie. Mark Waid is off, and Nick Spencer is running with that now.
Okay.
So that should be interesting. Amazing Spider-Man is really fun. Is a fun read.
Oh yeah, it's always great. I mean, seeing Ryan Otley's art, in the Spider-Man universe.
Yes, it's fantastic. It is fantastic.
And of course, Power Rangers. I think they have like a new ranger, like the Spectrum Ranger or something like that. I've been reading about.
They've got that on in Justice League now too. They've got the Spectrum Lantern.
Yeah.
And it like destroys. It like corrupts. The lanterns. Yeah, so that should be interesting. That's it. That's it for episode 28. We actually kind of kept it under an hour. So, go us. Remember, find us on Instagram,
YouTube, and Twitter.
Subscribe to YouTube. Subscribe. I don't want to do like a Sarah McLachlan PSA, but I kind of want to do it for YouTube and for our Patreon, because Patreon is no one's clicked on it. So if you don't want me to show a video with like dogs in cages and Sarah McLachlan playing In the Arms of an Angel, subscribe. I will do
it. Don't challenge him, folks.
Exactly. So with that, next episode we'll cover Ant-Man and Wasp review. I got the Target Special Edition.
Okay.
So, with that, this is Bio City Geeks, episode 28. I am Bobby Behar, and with me, as always,
Jason Elliott.
See you in the funny papers.
Later.